It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Tonight, the Brooklyn Nets taking on the Houston Rockets. All right, here we go. Russell. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Russell. Great look and vision. That's blocked by Capella.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Over to the right side. Harden. Too easy. Defense has to communicate.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the three.
Russell. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Clean and a putback slam.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Paul to Anthony. The rebound cleared by the Nets. Russell with it up top. Down by 1. Russell. To Capella. Inside, he scores. Nets have it. Russell. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and he knocks it down.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Harden with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Harden to Paul. Here comes the screen. Runner's good there.
That's the kind of defense they're going to play on him all night. Even though he made that shot, he knows there's nothing easy about this game.
Russell into the front court. Down just a couple. To Russell. Here comes the screen. Has a chance. Second effort. Shot from the lane won't go. Harden. To Paul. Trying to cash in. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
You know, as a shooter, you recognize that was good defense, but that's more on you than it is the defense. Challenge yourself to get the ball back and continue to be aggressive.
Russell. Here's a chance from long range. He made his first effort, but not that time. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
Here comes the screen. From the painted area, won't go down.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Count the bucket for 2.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
With the rock, it's Chris Paul. To Anthony. Beyond the arc for 3. And Carmelo Anthony. Zero hesitation as he knocks down the 3. Russell with it up top. Down a point. D'Angelo Russell. It's no good. If he takes those shots, he'll be back on the bench in no time.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Russell into the front court. Down 3. Russell. And scores. Strong take.
Threes and layups. That's what the Rockets do. They're not a team that settles for mid-range shots. And that's a good job of getting to the rim and racking it.
Harden to Capella. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
Shot from in close, no good.
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times before you settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
He made his first effort, but not that time. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
Lays it up and in.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target. For the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Knocked loose. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go. Gordon with it. Counting down towards a minute to play here in a very tight opening quarter. Paul. Deep 2 there, won't go. Dinwiddie with the basketball. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. The drive, right to the basket, right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
This game is so mental. Trust me, some nights you get poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots, then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
Oh, had him going there for a second. Harden cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
Nets have the basketball. Rockets come up with it. It's blocked by Allen.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Somehow finds a way to get it to go. Can't fault the D. Deep 3 at the buzzer. We're through 1 with the visiting Rockets out in front. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Paul into the front court. The lead stands at 9. Paul. Here comes the screen. Cleans it up. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Brooklyn's got it. Here comes the screen. Knocked loose. Rockets have the steal. To Paul. This will be out of bounds off of Davis, so the Rockets hold on to the basketball. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Paul to Anthony. Going to launch beyond the arc. It's Fareed with the rebound. Napier with the basketball. Trailing by 11. It's a big finish.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Here's Paul, controlling the offense. Pass stolen by the Nets. Dinwiddie into the front court. 9-point margin. Finishing inside the paint on that one. Paul with it up top. Lead stands at 7. Give him 2 points. High percentage. He has that sixth sense that you just can't teach.
He's like a traffic cop, and he's navigating a myriad of bodies coming his way. And there's a smaller innuendo of the game that nobody talks about. When he makes a great pass, he'll tell the offensive player, shoot it, go up, dunk it. He will direct you and lead you to success.
Oh, emphatic slam. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Paul across the timeline. His team up by 7. Here comes the screen. Paul. Fights through traffic to slam it down.
See, these are the type of opportunities the defense doesn't take advantage of. When that guy went up for that dunk, he cradled the ball to gain momentum. As soon as he brings that ball back to you in the cradle, you have to have active hands get in there, strip that ball away.
Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Flushes down the slam.
Harden and Capella run the two-man game as well as anybody. If you collapse on Harden, a lot of times Capella can roll, knock down that mid-range, but it does help when you surround these two guys with great shooters on the perimeter.
Here comes the screen. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
And see, this is simple. This is where the PG pulls the bigs over to the side and says, we can't allow that to happen. You need to be an enforcer down low.
It's Brooklyn's ball. Surveys the floor. Shot clock winding down. The shot clock expires. Kenny Atkinson making some changes in this one. Harden in possession. It's a 9-point lead. Harden to Paul. To Harden. Anthony. From long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. Russell with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Fires the three. And the rebound pulled in by Capella. Now it's Harden, controlling the offense. Runner here, won't go. Russell into the front court. His team down 9. Can't miss those. Paul to Harden. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time. To Russell. For 3. And D'Angelo Russell makes good from beyond the arc. Rockets in control of the basketball. Paul to Anthony. Probing the defense. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error.
If I just scored a bucket like that, oh, you can be sure we're running that play the next possession, the possession after that, and the possession after that. We call that exploitation time.
Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. Now Paul with the basketball. Under a minute to go before halftime. To Paul. Rainmaker. Can't connect. Russell. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there. Now it's Harden at the controls. To Anthony. Screen coming. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
And Melo will be the first one to tell you this. He's not ready to be a role player just yet. He can still put up points in bunches. Didn't shoot the ball that well last year. Averaged around 16 a game. The lowest total of his 15-year career. Wow.
We've reached halftime with the Rockets out in front. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
The Rockets are up after 2 quarters. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Houston Rockets. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Brooklyn Nets.
First half stats. Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2.
Fellas, back to you.
All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. Rockets have the ball. Paul. Deep left corner. Harden. Russell with it up top. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Shot from the lane won't go. Harden with it up top. It's an 8-point lead. Harden to Anthony. Lets it fly from long range. That one off the mark. It's no good. Russell into the front court. Down 8. Russell. Now a steal as the Rockets have it. Anthony to Harden. Fires the three, and James Harden, well defended, still gets it to go down. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Top of the key. Russell. Russell with a shot no good.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets. Down to Fareed. From the painted area, won't go down.
You know, everyone gets lucky from time to time. You played the probability game perfectly on that possession.
4-3. Not going down here.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Russell with it up top. His guy's down 11. Wide open look, won't go. Paul into the front court. It's an 11-point game. Nothing going here on that drive. Russell over to the right side. Paul. That's what you come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Rebound for Capella. It's Rockets ball. Harden to Anthony. To Harden. Here's a chance from long range. Missed it. Russell into the front court. The deficit now up to 13. Knocked loose. Russell. Beyond the arc for 3. Not that time. Paul into the front court. The advantage is 13 points. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Going to launch beyond the arc. The rebound belongs to Houston. Paul with it up top. He'll run the offense. To Anthony. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Russell. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Has a chance. Off the mark. Surprised he took that one.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
That one out of bounds off a rocket. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. From long range, smothering D.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Oh, pass stolen by the Nets. Fires the three, gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start dragging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Paul. Inside, he scores.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognize how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
That's the shooter's mentality. Stays with it after the miss.
The reality is no one can guard a player at his level one-on-one. The help defense needs to be shown, and he needs to see a series of obstacles instead of just one individual.
Harden gets it in the left corner. For three, that's off the side of the rim, no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Nothing going here on that drive. That's blocked by Nene.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
That one out of bounds off a rocket. Time to shuffle things up. The screen sets him up for two.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
And remember, Ed, they trailed at the halftime. This is not the same team that we saw in the first half. Playing with a new zest for life, apparently.
Rainmaker shakes free and hits.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Houston takes over. Paul. Lets it fly from long range. Can't get the bounce. Sizing up the defense. Napier with the basketball. His guys down by 9. Goes to the left side. Fires the three, and he can't get it to go down. Oh, and a putback.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Here comes the screen. Straight on three. At the buzzer. That misses with a second to go. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Brooklyn with the basketball. A pass taken away by the Rockets. Paul. Trying to cash in. Deep two there. Won't go. Napier with the basketball. The margin standing now at 7. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Has a look. Shot won't go. He has to create to get a better look.
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times before you settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
Here comes the screen. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
To Paul. Cleans it up. The follow won't go either.
When miracles happen, you accept it and you're thankful. But you don't expect it all the time.
4-3. And a putback slam. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
And now Houston has the basketball. Paul lets it fly from beyond the arc. Well defended. Napier with the basketball. His guys down 3. Smart tactics. Moves in for the higher percentage shot. Now the Rockets will use a timeout as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. The monster stuff.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Russell with it up top. Down 3. Russell and the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Russell. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Got it.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
Houston with the basketball. Paul to Harden. Oh, he had him there for a second. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line. He was hacked. They let it go.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
Nets have it. Russell. The pass set it all up.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
It just seems like one of 3 things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a 3. Pick your poison.
Russell into the front court. They're down 3. Russell. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. D'Angelo Russell. Not getting the bounce. Rockets in control of the basketball. Anthony to Harden. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
And while the ball was still in his hands, a sidestep throws a defender off. People aren't used to seeing that type of footwork.
Russell with it up top. The deficit now up to 5. Russell. That one also no good. To Harden. Here's a chance from long range, and James Harden, not sure why he was so wide open there.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down. With the rock, it's Chris Paul. To Anthony. Paul. Harden. Russell into the front court. The deficit is 6. Count the basket inside.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Paul across the timeline. Leads 4. Paul to Anthony. To Harden. Beyond the arc for 3. Slams it home on the putback.
And I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Russell. And that one out of bounds off a net. James Harden at the controls. Probing the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. That's rebounded by Brooklyn. A bad pass as the Rockets come away with it. To Harden. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Here's the whistle. Intentional foul. D'Angelo Russell. He took the bait and he hits.
The Rockets did what great teams do best: finish. I could get into detail about their play calling and shot selection, but let's be honest. We all know that the dunks were the most exciting. I'd be surprised if the rim isn't a little bit bent at this point. It wasn't a great performance by these guys, and unfortunately, we have video evidence. Viewer discretion advised. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
of the game.
James Harden put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped. And when he realized he was in a zone, he just took it to another level.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.